Yo, what's up? I'm QR Sinceri, and I'm going to be talking today about AI in education. And as you know, every day I ask myself, what's the future? And I take detailed notes and store them in a journal. This is that WTF journal, and you can see it and all the other entries over at everydays.wtf. I recommend checking out the journal if you're thinking about the future or you consider yourself a future thinker. It's one of those must-have resources if you were to ask me. Now, with that being said, today I want to cover something that we have talked about in the past. And for those that don't know, a few videos ago, I talked about, how could you understand what is, large language models and just AI in general. But that was covering it at a very molecular structure. Like we even talked about the class here that I have on screen, which is Stanford's Natural Language Understanding course. It's a really good course. I'm partially going through it right now in my spare time, and I'm learning a lot. But this is very molecular. So if we were to step away from the micro and go to the macro, we have to look at what people are saying. And so you're seeing the issues that are being proposed in schools. John Hopkins, they launched a new institute to bring, AI tech to students in every field. You've got Starbucks engineering executives that are joining education focused AI startups, and they're raising tons of money on that front. AI cheating is a big problem in schools, and people are trying to figure out how to deal with it. So much so that the New York Times just recently put out an article. And in the article, they brought up this question: how do we actually use this stuff to help students learn rather than just trying to catch them cheating? And they brought this interesting institution up, and I was doing a deep dive. This institution is called aiEDU, and aiEDU is interesting because it's asking us all the question: are your students ready for the age of artificial intelligence? And aiEDU is a nonprofit that creates equitable learning experiences that build foundational AI literacy. Whether you have 9 weeks or just 5 minutes, they have an engaging, free curriculum that's easy to use. So, one thing that I thought was super fascinating about just this structure of aiEDU is they're targeting kids that are already growing up with AI. I'm going to show you what their site looks like here in a second. And this is, we're on the site. They're focusing on all grade levels, from 9 through 12 to 7 through 12. They even have independent and group study projects. And I thought that this was fascinating because kids are going to grow up in this era. This is going to be natural to them. They're going to know what AI is from basically being an adolescent to all the way as an adult. And if it's useful to them in the classroom, then it probably will also be useful to them in their work lives. And we always talk about how AI is coming to accelerate and help us all be more efficient and more productive. And it's fascinating to get a glimpse as to how the kids are learning how to use AI in the classroom, because we as adults heck, a lot of us don't even understand the fundamental possibilities and capabilities of AI. And here you have a free resource, something that any of us can pick up. So if you think the Stanford course was a little too dry, too boring, you just want to understand it at a higher level, or understand, what the different applications could be or what the future looks like, I thought all of this curriculum was really, really good. Even so much so that I'm sending it to a lot of the people that I know that ask me certain questions about AI. So I do like aiEDU. I think that this is a really, really good stepping stone for us to all get up to speed on the future of AI and what that looks like. Now, ultimately, we are in the early days of AI. Like, this is a phenomena that has exponentially started to change all of our lives just in the last 8 to 9 months. And so if you're just picking up and you're like, I don't know what the hell you're saying, I'm confused, what is generative AI, what's a large language model, should I care? These are questions that a lot of people might be struggling with. And I'm here to say that, there are resources, and these are some of the resources that exist. But at the same time, I don't want you to get left behind. So now is the time to start asking the questions. It's okay to feel dumb or stupid. Literally all of us know nothing about it. Anyone claiming to be an AI expert today, unless they work at one of the top research institutions, or they are at literally any of the leading AI orgs, I mean, I'm gonna be very, very skeptical. That being said, every day I ask myself, what's the future? And I take detailed notes and store those notes in a WTF journal. You're watching a video from that WTF journal. But if you want to see more content about the future and see my thoughts on emerging technologies and things of that nature, go over to everydays.wtf and you can find all of the interesting technologies and thoughts that I have about the future. And it's a great place. Until then, I will catch you in the future.